everyone, sorry for a car vlog, but I'm 21 weeks pregnant today. I hope you can hear me over the air conditioner and stuff. Alice is sleeping and it is 95 degrees at 10 in the morning, so I gotta have it on for a minute here. I was gonna start off talking about like the position of the baby, but now that I'm in the car I can't really show you, so I'll just say that the baby is like sort of breech transverse, so I can really clearly tell where the head is all the time, which is on my right side, and then I get kicks like low on my left and on my cervix, like I get the little cervix dance. Already the kicks are like big enough that I can see them from the outside. Yesterday I saw my tummy, bouncing around for the first time. A couple quick little physical things. I have noticed that my areolas are a lot darker. Sort of all of a sudden I just like noticed one day when I got out of the shower, it's like, it just hit that critical mass or whatever, and enough to catch my attention, but I haven't noticed any other like darkening of my skin yet. I don't have the linea nigra, past my belly button thing yet. I don't remember when that starts. I've been getting what feels like deeper sleep this week, waking up less, just waking up more rested, and in general feeling pretty good. The one sort of drawback, and this is way TMI, but if you're watching pregnancy vlogs, you gotta expect people to talk about vaginas at some point. But I have had a yeast infection this week, which was the first time in probably 3 years that I can remember. And I think that it's because I really haven't changed anything. There hasn't been like anything I can really point to that would throw my system off, but I think that it's probably hormonal at this point. I think I've read that it's specifically high estrogen that can just make your, environment worse for like a yeast overgrowth or whatever. So yeah, that sucks. And I use natural remedies, so it just takes a little bit longer to heal than like, the 3 days or whatever it would take if I went and got a prescription or something. So of course that's not a great feeling, but I still love being pregnant. Hopefully it'll be resolved soon. The other big physical change for me is that Alice has basically weaned. She has not breastfed in over a week. She's not asked. I'll go into a whole lot more detail in Alice's 2-year update in a week or two. But all I say is that I am really happy with where we are at this point. So Alice basically stopped nursing at 2 weeks shy of her 2nd birthday. I feel like that's a great length of time. I know that I started encouraging the process by like shortening nursing sessions, but I don't feel like I really pushed her too hard. And it was really her, she's totally stopped asking to nurse. She just does not ask anymore. And it wasn't because she was asking and I was refusing. I think she just got to that point where she's okay with it. I am just gonna appreciate having the break for the next 4 months. I have felt a little bit of the nesting impulse coming on. My to-do list has been growing. I guess just because, because I've got the energy, and I'm just thinking about these little things around the house that I know are gonna bug me unless I try to get to them in the next 4 months. Feels like not a lot of time all of a sudden, but I know that it really is. I just need to sort of make the most of my days. Something I didn't mention a couple weeks ago when we went to Los Angeles, I got a printout of Mike's family tree. My family's not really that into genealogy and doesn't have records and stuff like that, but Mike's family does. And when we named Alice Alice, we discovered that there were several relatives back in Mike's family, like generations back, named Alice. We are really struggling with names. Mike and I have pretty different styles. We finally have a little bit of a working list, but nothing that either one of us feels, nothing that we can 100% agree on. It's gonna be a real challenge, especially I think if the baby is a boy, when it comes right down to it. I don't know. We will wait until the baby's born to really make sure that, that child fits the name that we're picking. But for right now, it is just totally up in the air. It would be cool if there was a name that we both really liked that was somewhere on the family tree so that, both kids would kind of have that connection. Last thing this week is that I started setting up a registry. I definitely am not planning any kind of like baby shower. That's something I'm pretty uncomfortable with, just me personally. For a second kid, again, just totally a personal thing, no offense to anybody. We don't expect anybody to really get us anything. We really don't need a whole lot. But this was a tip I heard from Courtney at Kyle and Court recently, that she said she goes ahead and registers for everything that she needs for subsequent babies anyway, because then you get a discount. So Most of our stuff is cloth diaper stuff, so we're either going to do Kelly's Closet or Amazon. I'm sort of comparing both or registering for both and seeing what kind of deals we get. And I'm going to try to be a little bit strategic about it. Like, it might, I don't know if we'll have a ton of cash to throw around this fall, but it might make sense to get like Alice's next car seat, you know, while we have a discount, something like that. So that's something I'm working on. I'm not planning to share it on YouTube. It's just kind of helping me get my thoughts organized and really see, you know, what we need and anticipate a little bit more, maybe some of the things that will make our lives easier, you know, non-essentials, but things that could help kind of down the road. That's pretty much everything going on right now. The best thing about this week was, as I've talked about many times now, we went camping last weekend. We had a great time. It ended up raining at night, but it was like after we went to sleep, and it was just super peaceful to hear the storm all night, and everybody stayed dry. You know, the weather during the day was perfect. We just had a fabulous time. Things like that are really important to me, just sort of personally, almost like spiritually. I really need to kind of get outside and recharge my batteries in a way that I'm not able to do just, you know, living like my day-to-day life in the city. Especially, as you know, with the heat, I just haven't had a whole lot of outdoor time lately, and that's really something that I need. So it was great to be up in the mountains where it was cooler, and I didn't feel like I was exerting myself, you know, in any unhealthy way. I actually got to take a little bit of a hike alone when Mike was hanging out with Alice, and I just went and like walked in the woods by myself and watched birds. And I don't know how long it's been since I did that, but it was really like a really centering, peaceful, really positive thing for me this week. So that's all I've got. I want to send some baby dust to all my trying to conceive friends out there. I'm thinking about you, and hope everybody has a great week.